Hey, good morning. Welcome to the weekend. Happy Saturday. It is Saturday morning. Go Bucky. I don't even know. I was gonna be prepared for this. Which reminds me, I should probably bring up the other stuff I want to talk about. We're going to talk about the worst break of 2022, that being Topps Chrome. We're going to talk about Topps Chrome today. I'm not a fan of Topps Chrome, but I've seen so many tweets of negativity towards 2022 Topps Chrome. And I'm sure I brought this up in a previous, I think I talked about this in a previous year on Hobby Evolution, maybe last year, 2021, and just kind of read over some of the numbers. So we're going to do that again about 2022 Topps Chrome. So we'll do that today. I'm wearing the Badgers, and I don't know who they played today. I had somebody text me yesterday asking if I was interested in the game. And I'm like, I'll probably watch it on TV. I don't know what time it starts. I don't know who the opponent is. I can't find my app. There we go. So I do plan on watching some college football today and opening my last hobby box of Bowman U football and probably open some blaster boxes. We'll see. Maybe I'll open a blaster box here live this morning. It's been a while. I don't think I didn't rip one yesterday. So we'll do that. So it looks like the early game, we've got Michigan, Victor's Michigan Wolverines with J.J. McCarthy at starting quarterback playing today at 11 against UConn. We've got Will Levis and the Kentucky Wildcats, number 9 in the country, taking on Youngstown State, part of a conference I worked in, the Missouri Valley Football Conference, Youngstown State, who they have the Penguins, awesome name, and they have an awesome stadium for FCS. Baylor's also an 11 o'clock game against Texas State. Big matchup, Oklahoma, Sooners. Oklahoma Sooners and Nebraska, so the Sooners will probably roll in that game. They're an 11-point favorite, but I would take Oklahoma at minus 11 on that. I think that's going to be a whooping on the Cornhuskers. Herman's Georgia Bulldogs, the new number 1 team in the country. They take on the Gamecocks of South Carolina today, 11 o'clock. Let's see. My wife's alma mater, the Indiana Hoosiers, face the Hilltoppers of Western Kentucky. Let's see. Dan's school, Dan's alma mater, Southern Illinois. They're taking on the Big Ten's Northwestern Wildcats, also an 11 o'clock game. We've got Ken's Mountaineers at noon against Towson. Let's see who else is playing. These are all early games, so there's some good games on today. Let's see. Going into the 1 o'clock games, Iowa State's on. They're playing Ohio. Let's see. Notre Dame and Cal at 1:30. Notre Dame's off to a 0-3 start. Were they a top 10 preseason? Talking college football, today's games. App State, they had a big win last weekend. They play Troy at 2:30. Our first matchup of top 25 teams, 2:30 this afternoon, kickoff. BYU against Oregon. The Ducks are a 3.5-point favorite. Penn State, Auburn at 2:30. I'm rooting for Sean Clifford. I've got some low serial numbered Sean Clifford from Bowman U. I think I've got an orange refractor auto and an insert auto numbered to 50 of Sean Clifford, the Penn State quarterback. Let's see. There's Victor. Yes, and I just mentioned it. J.J. McCarthy under center for the Wolverines today. The Badgers, here we go. The Badgers take on New Mexico State. This can't be real. This has got to be a typo. Wisconsin is a 37.5-point favorite today. I'm like, wait, is that the actual line? 37.5-point favorite against New Mexico State. Wow, that's it's not the highest though. Oh, that's total. Alabama's a 50-point favorite today against Louisiana Monroe. Let's see. Tennessee's a 47-point favorite against Akron. I love these. I used to when I was doing some sports betting, I would do parlays on like uh the largest line. And so I'd parlay like 10 or 12 if I could get the money line. Which usually if it's like a 30 or 40 point favorite in higher, usually they don't offer the money line. So and I was able to parlay like I don't know, like $10 into 120, doing a 10 team parlay on some of those. Um, and guess what? I was probably 50, I was maybe 60 was in sports betting, 60% is awesome. But I was probably right around 50% on those giant parlays because it's really hard to get and to really make it worth like a good return, like turn $10 into 100, you've got to like stack 10 games. And when you're not getting those 40-point favorites, you're starting to get down into the teens. And some of those do not come through. So probably batting 500 on those. But the return was nice. You turn $10 into 100. That's a good return. So Victor's with us. We've got John. Go Hokies. May even get to see Virginia Tech live this morning. Very cool. Victor says the closest hotel I can find for the October card show is in Janesville. Yes, and I can tell you why. It is homecoming. Homecoming in Madison, October 22nd. I made the Madison Card Show schedule before Wisconsin made their homecoming schedule, so they copied me. Yeah, when I was putting together the 2022 schedule late last year, those dates weren't scheduled. So in fact, I think the schedule changed from the time that I scheduled the Madison Card Show dates to the Badger football schedule, and I think it was this month, September. Originally, Wisconsin had a home game every Saturday of the month of September, and I wanted to avoid all Saturday home games just because John Nolan Drive is like the main. Okay, we've talked about this before. Is it artery or vein? It's the main route. It's the main route. I'm Scottish or hillbilly. Shout out to you, John. It's the main. See, when I say the main route in, like I grew up on Route 6, but it's the main route into downtown Madison. So I do use route and route interchangeably. Anyway, so that road, John Nolan Drive, is going to be backed up on Badger game day, especially coming in from like the Chicago area. So it would be artery because you're going in, right? It would be a vein going out. Arteries go away. Wait, veins are returns. Arteries go away. I'm confused. I wasn't very good at biology. So yeah, October 22nd, that unfortunately is Wisconsin homecoming. I think Purdue is the opponent that day. So, hey, come to the Madison Card Show October 22nd on John Nolan Drive. You're just a couple miles from Camp Randall Stadium. Go watch the homecoming football game or go tailgate at a bar on Regent Street. Speaking of, we are 1 week out from the next Madison Card Show. It's next Saturday, this September 24th. 125 tables. If you've reached out to me via phone call, I have not returned your call yet. I'm still waiting on some confirmation, so I'll get to that on Monday. It's going to be a sold-out show. It might be sold out already. That's why I'm slow to get back to some. I'm waiting on confirmations from some of the regulars. So next Saturday, September 24th, Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, right there on John Nolan Drive. 9 to 3, free admission, 125 tables. See you next Saturday. So obviously no show, no Hobby Evolution show on Saturday, September 24th, next weekend. And I'll do the review on Sunday. What else? Next month, we are exactly 1 month away, just under a month away from the Midwest premiere, which is October 15th and 16th. Down in Loves Park, Illinois, which is a hop, skip, and a jump from O'Hare Airport. That is 1 hour west on I-90, just outside of Rockford. So that's going to be a 250 table show, 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, October 15th and 16th. That's a 250 table show at the Indoor Sports Center, October 15th and 16th, Loves Park, Illinois. Can't wait for that one. Yes, Baseball Card Illustrated in the house. What is up? He will be at the Madison Card Show next Saturday, set up. So look forward to seeing you again next week. Lawn Bod Guy is listening. Yeah, I've got to get back to I've got to return his message as well. I received a DM, so shout out to Turfbot if you're out there listening. So Frank's got the Turfbot going, and I don't like my first impression of the Turfbot. It looks like somebody drove a golf cart all across the yard. It's there's like no rhyme or reason to it. It's just kind of like going whichever way it goes, and it's all over the place. So Frank's yard's not looking too good. Herman, what's up? Good morning, Hobby World. Royals 417. Good morning to you. I made a mistake yesterday. I went to the grocery store on an empty stomach. That's a bad move. I had to go because Biscuit, my dog, our dog, gets gets deli meat for lunch. So and it's got to be, and this is, I think it's a combo because my wife likes it and I'm like, she's like, you have to get it shaved, and I'm like, the dog doesn't care if it's shaved or sliced. She's like, but I do. I use it on my sandwich. I'm like, and it's got to be honey turkey because my wife likes the honey turkey. I'm like, well, they were out of honey turkey in our deli, and I talk about the issues we have at the grocery store. This summer was awesome at Pick and Save, which is the grocery store that's closest to us. It's just easy. They're always out of stock. They're always underemployed. So it's always just a pain. It's like we go and, they were out of this. They were out of that. I had to wait in line. It's a bottleneck because they have all of these cash registers. They have 2 banks of self-checkouts, but only one is open at a time. And so yesterday, so this is my pet peeve number 1, and I was on an empty stomach. So yes, never go to the grocery store hungry or the card shop with a full wallet. Yes, totally agree. So I'm like, I'm getting close to, I'm not hangry, but I'm getting really close to hangry. And so I'm going to check out, and there's all of this room over here on all these cash registers. There's that bank of cash registers. But guess what? The one cash register that actually has a person checking out is right next to the bank of self-checkouts. And so there's like this bottleneck, and there's not enough room for like a line, just the way the store is set up. There's not enough room for a line to like go in because it's just all in there. So I'm like really annoyed by that. But in the summer, we didn't have that issue because I think they hired a lot of like high school students. And now Friday at noon, there's no high school students to work because they're in school. So I think they're understaffed because many of their part-time employees are, now in school. So I went to the grocery store hungry, and I came home, and I didn't really realize how hungry I must have been because I start unpacking the groceries, and of course I get the turkey. Oh, that's another annoyance. So before I get to what I pulled out, so the deli's like, I know they're having issues with turkeys apparently and chickens, in the deli meat. So it's got to be honey turkey. There's 2 kinds. There's a generic kind, Roundy's, or there's I don't know, Dietz and Watson or whatever the other brand is. And I don't care. It's like, okay, if you don't have one, I'll take the other. I don't care. Half of it's going to the dog anyway. The dog doesn't care if it's the store brand. So I'm like, yeah, can I get a pound of honey turkey shaved? And they're like, we don't have any. And so I learned, because one of the previous times I went, they were only out of Roundy's, but they had Dietz and Watson or Sara Lee, one of the others, the name brand. And so I made that, but I'm like, oh wait, it doesn't have to be Roundy's. I'll take the other brand. And they're like, oh, we don't have any honey turkey. I'm like, oh. So, okay, let's stick with turkey. I'm like, okay, I'll take a pound shaved of mesquite. So she's like, well, I think we have some out there. Well, it's got to be shaved. It's got to be shaved. So she comes out. She's like, oh, yeah, here's some. And I'm like, well, can you shave it? This is slices. I want it shaved. So she goes back. I don't think we have any. So then like the deli manager comes out and he's like, well, you can just use, because there was like the window unit was there. So I got my pound of mesquite turkey. My wife didn't like the mesquite turkey. My dog loved it. My dog's a big fan of the mesquite turkey. So Biscuit had her lunch. And I come home, feed Biscuit the mesquite turkey, and I'm pulling out. It's like, okay, here's the mesquite turkey. Here's a bag of Doritos. Here are some powdered donuts. Here's microwavable popcorn. Pizza rolls, frozen pizza. I'm like, oh, damn. I need to, it's only September and I'm starting to eat like I'm gorging for the winter. I need to, maybe I should go on a bike ride today or walk or something. It's like I'm eating junk because I wanted to I bought the pizza rolls. Normally I wouldn't buy pizza rolls, but I bought the pizza rolls because I wanted to put them in the air fryer. I wanted to try air fried pizza rolls because we all know pizza rolls out of the oven are way better than the microwave. But by the time I reached hangry status, by the time I got home, because I was annoyed with the checkout situation. So by the time I got home, I'm just like, screw it. 2 minutes in the microwave, boom, I'm eating lunch. Oh, I got chips and salsa also. So that was my appetizer. What a great healthy lunch. Although the salsa was pretty healthy because it was just fruit and vegetables. Because I think it was mangoes. Ooh, mango salsa, good. And Tostitos, there's, not too bad for you. So that was my appetizer, and then pizza rolls. That's another story. So then I Googled like, what's the recipe to air fry a pizza rolls, and it's rather simple and fast. You just throw them in the air fryer for like 7 minutes at 180 degrees and boom. And apparently this website, according to what I read, says air fried pizza rolls are like the best way to make pizza rolls. It's like the best way to do it. So I'll try that at some point. So that was my adventure to the grocery store. Don't go, as Herman says, don't go to the grocery store hungry or go to the card shop with a full wallet when they have Topps Chrome. We're going to talk about Topps Chrome today and what a crap product it is. It's the worst break of 2022. I'm only saying that for clickbait. So people click and they're like, oh, well, why is Topps Chrome the worst? It's just a clickbaity title. There's probably worse boxes to buy. But probably not too many. I think it's the worst break. And I didn't even break any. And so before some stranger comes on and who is upset with my clickbaity title and they want to hear why I think it's the worst break, it's not because I got skunked. I didn't buy any Topps Chrome, and I'm not going to buy any Topps Chrome. In fact, I don't think I've ever bought Topps Chrome. So it's not me being angry at Topps Chrome for getting skunked. I've never even ripped it. I don't think. Maybe in 2015. I don't know. Stacks and Packs is one of the most overhyped products of the year. And I don't know why. It's such a shit product. It's so crappy. It's such a crap product. And I'm going to run by the numbers. And I think I did this last year. And the reason I did it last year is because it was either last year or 2 years ago that last year or 2 years ago that I bought, I think it was Adbert Alzolay. Whatever year Adbert Alzolay had a Topps Chrome rookie auto. And not long after release, I picked one up on eBay for $3 shipped. You get 2 Chrome autos per hobby box of Topps Chrome. Can you imagine pulling a $3 auto? You're paying $300 to $350 for a hobby box of Topps Chrome and you pull a $3, you get two, and one of your two is a $3 auto. No, not gonna do it. Stacks and Pack says, oh man, it was so bad. I watched around 15 breaks yesterday, and the breaker seemed like he wanted to off himself instead of keep ripping it. You're not the only person I've heard say that. Seen type that out. I've seen many similar statements regarding Topps Chrome over the last 24 hours. I think I saw somewhere I think somebody tweeted out that they couldn't fill a break or something. The break was canceled, and like everybody was relieved. I think a break was canceled and everybody got their money back, and like nobody was upset. Like normally you buy into a break and you're pissed if it has to get canceled. But this one, everybody was like, oh, thank God, saved. Herman says shiny version of flagship. Exactly. Like, I don't get, is it because it's shiny? I don't get this. Oh my God, it's Topps Chrome. Oh, it's freaking flagship with chrome paper. It sucks. It sucks. Tracy mentions the new insert. That's about the only thing. Boy, I sound very angry today. I sound like get off my lawn. Bitching about the grocery store. Maybe it's because of the junk food I'm consuming. It's putting me in a poor mindset. So Tracy says, I do like the new insert they have in it this year. I agree. So that's the one takeaway that I've seen from just images I've seen shared on social media. What is it? My city or hometown or whatever it is. Whatever that insert is, and I've got the sell sheet up in front of me, which it's Saturday, Heart of the City. It's Saturday. I should have done this on StreamYard. Heart of the City. Those inserts are freaking awesome. So I will probably, I don't know if there's a Cubs player on the checklist. Let's see. Is there a checklist on the site that I'm on right now? It appears not. Oh, this is blowout. That's why. So let's, I do want to bring up the checklist anyway. So let's go to, is it going to be Beckett or Cardboard Connection? Cardboard Connection, you get number one on the Google search. So we're going to click into Cardboard Connection. And let's check out the checklist. We'll just start from the checklist. So you got your base checklist. So let's just take a look at the rookies. By the way, just spoiler alert, no Julio Rodriguez or Bobby Witt Jr., and I know people are upset that, oh my God, Bobby Witt Jr. and Julio Rodriguez don't have base cards in it. Well, it's basically they're going to be in Topps Chrome Update. Like they'll be in Topps Update. So they'll be in Topps Chrome Update. And they do have short prints in Topps Chrome. So I'm not surprised in the least that they're not on this checklist. I'm like, it's kind of like, duh. Let's go back to the chat real quick. I think Victor said something. Victor said 350 for a hobby box. No way. I will use the 350 for some good Ryan Sandberg cards. Definitely. I'd rather spend what I could buy 17 blaster boxes of Bowman U football. I'd rather have 17 blaster boxes of Bowman U football than one hobby box of Topps Chrome baseball. Let's see. Stacks and Pack says, I like it. Just be yourself. Who cares? That's true. Good point. Zach and Porter says, good morning, saying hi, but we'll catch up later. Thank you, Zach. Stacks and Pack says, I believe I heard it took 10 cases for a big break to pull an SP Wander. I think of Jumbo. Ouch. There's Cooter Sooner. Oklahoma, Nebraska today. Let's see. I'd rather have 3 graded T206 cards. Hell yeah. I'd rather have 17 blasters of Bowman U, or I could pick up 3 T206 Cubs cards for $300. Stacks and Pack says, I've learned my lesson in the past with Topps Chrome. Like you said, pulling the $3 autos is a huge disappointment. Dan in the house, what's up? Good morning to you. About to open some 90 score football for my YouTube channel. I have so much fun opening these products for free instead of paying $30 for a blaster. Heck yeah. So the rookie checklist, Topps Chrome, we've got Rodolfo Castro, Lars Nootbaar, which is an awesome name, Cardinals. Sucky team, awesome name. Jake Berger, White Sox. Zach Thompson of the Pirates. Hoy Park of the Pirates. Wander Franco, you get a rookie. You get a rookie. Wander Franco, 747th rookie card for Wander. Connor Wong of the Red Sox. Zach Pop, Chas McCormick, Joe Ryan, Alexander Wells, Rowanzi Contreras, Sammy Long, Trey Ambergi, Eli Morgan. These are rookie cards in Topps Chrome released this week. Edward Cabrera, Tyler Gilbert, Curtis Terry, Kyle Muller of Herman's Atlanta Braves, Drew Ellis, Reed Detmers, who it feels like 7 years ago when he threw a new hitter. It was actually at the beginning of the season. Brewers pitcher Aaron Ashby, Josh Lowe, Ryan Velotti, Zach Short, former Cubs prospect. He's now with the Tigers. He has a rookie in Topps Chrome. Riley Adams. Okay, where are we at? So there's a lot of rookies. There's not a lot of like, boom, these are awesome rookies. Much like Series 1. This is, very similar to Series 1 flagship. Jaron Duran, Red Sox. Jake Myers. Andre Jackson. O'Neal Cruz. That's a good rookie. Brandon Marsh and Vidal Brujan. Max Kranick. Ernie Clement. Gavin Sheets. Cal Raleigh. Stuart Fairchild. Jackson Reitz. Zach Lothar. Josiah Gray. Emmanuel Rivera. Luke Williams. Wasn't he part of the Bushwhackers? Or was that Butch Williams? Luke and Butch of the Bushwhackers. Matt Vierling, Phillies. Seth Beer. Jackson Kowar. Tony Santillan. A lot of rookies. Shane Baz. Luis Gil. Jose Siri. Tyler McGill of the Mets. Brian De La Cruz. That is your rookie checklist for Topps Chrome. You get short prints. Bobby Witt Jr., well, you probably won't, but there's a chance. Bobby Witt Jr., Julio Rodriguez, Spencer Torkelson, Hunter Green, and CJ Abrams, they have short print rookie cards in the Topps Chrome set. So, wow, there are 107 Chrome rookie autographs. Now, let me get to the chat. There's not too many chat comments, but let's jump into the chat. Stacks and Pack says, 2022 jumbos have already dipped below 500 on eBay, a far cry from the 850 presale on Blowout. Ouch. By the way, Topps Chrome still available as of about an hour ago when I checked on Topps.com. $300 for a hobby box. So you'll save over the retailers like Blowout. Blowout's at $350. Topps.com, $300. You can buy 12. You can buy 12. Don't, but you can. Don't. $300 per hobby box, Topps.com. You can buy 12, but don't. You can buy 6 at a time, and per customer limits are 12 boxes on Topps.com. Please don't. That 70s card show says 267. I guess that's a Wander meter. Oh, no, 262. Cooter says this is becoming the junk rookie era, junk collectors era. Too many worthless hobbyists. Stacks and Pack says, how about this break? 10-time case break. 2022 Topps Chrome, baseball, hobby, and jumbo. Random player style, 410 per spot from a huge breaker today. 52 spots left. Wow. So Dan asks a question. This is one of the numbers we're going to get to. So let's just dive right into it. How many cards in a hobby box? Well, let's see. One hobby box. Let me do the math here. One hobby box. So let's just say, well, we're going to say you can still buy them on Topps.com for $300 a hobby box. So we'll use that number since it's still on. But once they dry up on Topps.com, they will, you'll have to pay $350 elsewhere. So, okay. There's 96 cards. That's all. 96 cards per hobby box. You're paying $300 for 96 cards. Guess what, friends? You're paying $3.13 per card. Per card, $3.13 for your, let's find one, for your $3.13 for your Texas Rangers John Gray base card. $3.13 for your Kyle Seager Seattle Mariners base card. $3.13 for your Jackson Reitz rookie card. And $3.13 for your Mike Moustakas Cincinnati Reds baseball card. $3.13 per card, folks. F that. No, thank you. 96 cards in a hobby box, $300 at Topps.com, $350 at Blowout. That'll be the lowest price once Topps sells out. So let's do the math. So now, I didn't get in time. Topps sold out because Topps doesn't have the quantity that Blowout. They only put a limited amount. At least, well, they did in the past. Now that Fanatics is in charge, maybe they're selling more on Topps.com. So let's do 350 divided by 96. Once Topps dries out, you're going to pay $3.65 for those crap common cards. Boo! $3.65 for your commons. That won't sell in a quarter box. Who's buying Mike Moustakas Topps Chrome Commons out of a 25-cent box? The Moose on Twitter. He's the only one. He'll pay 25 cents for your Mike Moustakas Topps Chrome Cincinnati Reds common card. Let's see. Victor's talking to John. Let's see. Zach and Porter says you look at Frank's mower like he looks at your souped up scanner. Victor says Neil Young. Let's see. Korean Cardboard Dan says Sport Lots, baby, right? Stacks and Packs says I drove by a robot lawnmower one time and it was the biggest POS I've ever seen. I'm not a fan. There are a few. I will say some of the yards that have the turf bots don't look as bad as what my neighbor's yard looks like right now. So maybe it's a learning curve, but I'm not going to get a robot lawnmower. There are days, though, where it's like, damn, I wish I didn't have to mow my lawn. But not for me. Herman says, need the Freddie Freeman Heart of the City. That's one of the copies that I did see on social media. Looks really cool. I think he's still, ironically, though, he's still in the Braves uniform. But, hey, good for you. You're still getting Atlanta Braves Freddie Freeman cards several months later. So, for Braves fans, that's awesome, and especially for Braves fans that are also Freddie Freeman collectors. Stacks and Packs says, I have a ton of those from the last few years. Tracy says, so a Chrome hobby box is basically a blaster box of Topps base. I hadn't looked to see how many cards in the box. That is crazy. Yes, that is crazy. Yeah, think about that. 96 cards in a hobby box. I think a blaster box of Series 1 flagship is 101 cards. Because I think there's 100 cards plus the medallion retail insert. So yeah, you get less cards in a hobby box of Chrome than you get in a blaster box of flagship. And you're going to get likely $3 autos. So speaking of, and I talked about this previously, like you're paying $300 for a hobby box of Topps Chrome. And you're going to pull like a $3 auto. And I say that because I literally bought an Adbert Alzolay rookie Chrome auto not long after release. And when I say not long, because we all know that terminology is subjective, I'm talking like a week to 2 weeks after release. So pretty soon after the release, Adbert Alzolay rookie auto, I think I paid $3 shipped. And that would have been one of your 2 guaranteed autographs in a Topps Chrome hobby box. Yikes to that. No, thank you. I see Topps Chrome. I pull Topps Chrome. It's in a pile somewhere, but one of the Rockford card shows a couple months ago, I bought from John, who also is a dealer at my Madison card show, which is by the way, coming up next Saturday, September 24th, Madison's Sheraton Hotel on John Nolan Drive. Next Saturday, 9 to 3, 125 tables, Madison card show. So John also is a dealer there. So I bought at the Rockford show a couple months ago. He had a bunch of $2 autos and relics. And I'm like, it was the end of the show. And I said, hey, if I bought 100, would you do $1 each? So $1 an auto. I'll take that all day. And he's like, yeah, I'll do that. I just need to get rid of them. So, by the way, he's the same dealer that has the Project 2020 cards for $2 that I almost thought about buying. And I think you could probably get a deal. And if you offered him $1 each for all of them, he'll probably take it for Project 2020. So anyway, there was a bunch of Topps Chrome rookie autos in there. And I passed even at $1 on some of them. And we're talking like within the last couple years. It's not like they were 2011 Topps Chrome rookie autos of guys that played 3 games and they were out of baseball. We're talking like guys that are still in the league and autos from like 2020 or 2021, like really recent. They're in the dollar box, and I'm still passing them because it's like, what's this going to sell for on eBay? $2? So I'm breaking even. I'll spend my dollar elsewhere. I'll spend my dollar on something else that I can make $2 on the return and not have to spend the time to break even or make, a little bit. So where are we at in the chat? Stacks and Pack says, did you happen to try a sleeved card sideways? And if so, did it work? I have not. I have not played with my new scanner since it was delivered this week. I'm using yesterday. I was using my upstairs office as it's the tax room right now because my fiscal year for my business ends this month. So I am just organizing and putting all the numbers together for my accountant. And it's like I'm not doing the tax. I'm just accumulating all of the information to pass on. And it's still headache inducing. And I spent most of the day yesterday gathering all of because I took poor records over the last year. And I think I don't even think I got halfway done yesterday. I think I'm 5 months. I got the first 5 months. And unfortunately, the first 5 months is when I was keeping better records than here in the last 6 months. Once I get to the halfway point, it's just, I kind of like, I'll just put it on the business card. And so now it's like, oh crap. And it's actually, most of the stuff is on the business cards that's business related. So I can just go look at the statements, but it's a lot of the cash deals from card shows. That's where it gets tricky. And I have to, because I didn't write everything down, and it's like, oh crap, what did I buy at the June show in Rockford? What did I buy at the July show in Madison? So I have not, getting back on point, I have not used the scanner, nor have I done any Card Dealer Pro scanning in the last day or two. I still had an issue. I had an issue, and I talked about this, I think yesterday morning or Thursday morning, about the latest issue on Card Dealer Pro, where Bowman U, the base cards weren't being identified, but they had 2 weeks ago. So I guess there was a glitch on one of the updates they ran, and it was pulling info from like an outdated version, which could also explain, and I don't know, but it could explain why some of the newer Panini football products are not being recognized by Card Dealer Pro. So hopefully in the next couple days that is finally rectified, because yes, I do understand it's frustrating, it's annoying, and fortunately for me personally, that is taking a back seat at least the next couple days as I get my tax crap all organized and put together. Let's see. Where are we at? Dan says Floby for lawns. That's pretty much what it is. It's hard to believe it took 30 years for the technology, but I guess it is a robot lawnmower. So, it is like the future. Like I'm sure in a futuristic world from the 1980s, we were talking about robot lawnmowers. And whenever I think about robots and like robots doing things or like working, I think of Rocky. Was it the original Rocky where, what's his buddy's name? Oh man, I can't remember his buddy's name. What was his, was it Bert? Was Bert his real name? I know John knows. Where's that 70s card show? He's going to slap me upside the head probably for not knowing my Rocky trivia. The robot, that's what comes to mind when I think of robot lawnmowers or robot vacuum cleaners. I think of the robot from the movie Rocky. Paulie, Was that? Yeah, I think it was Paulie. Yeah, Paulie. I think it was Paulie from Rocky. Paulie Rocky. Paulie Panino. Come on, computer. Paulie, you are correct. You are correct, sir. Dan, you are correct. Paulie Panino is the name, and he was played by da 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 da. Wow, he passed away 10 years ago. Damn. Paulie Panino was played by, and I'm sure it's Burt Young. Okay, so I had the Burt part right. Let's see. Where are we at? Stacks and Pack says, yes, I know mine is super expensive, and I'm finally finishing my last 2 years to be filed. I didn't intend to start a business, just happened right before COVID. I think a lot of businesses just kind of like, I certainly, going into COVID, I certainly had zero expectation of starting my own business, especially in baseball cards. In fact, in the middle of COVID, I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm having too much fun as a side hustle, but I hated my job so much that it's like, yeah, I think this would be more fun. And it's proved to be way more fun. Dang quesadillas. If you buy a bunch of sealed wax, break it, and sell singles out of those, how do you determine your cost basis? So that's a great question. I don't consider cost basis on single cards. So if I buy, and so I don't buy in as you see blasters of Bowman U behind me, but I buy far more collections and bulk lots than I do of sealed wax. So it's macro basically. It's not micro level cost basis of, okay, I'm going to assign 5 cents to all of these cards, or 1 penny per card on these. It's just the macro. I spent $100 on this monster box of quarter cards, and then that's my expense. My expense is $100. I feel cost basis on lots like that is just a waste of time. And it's just, here's the receipt, $100, and I made, here's my income, $400, and obviously that's through eBay. So that's how I do it. It's all macro level. I don't break it down. I've done that in the past, and it's just a waste of time. Basically, it's the only good I saw in that is for me to pat myself on the back and tweet, hey, I just bought this $50 box and made $743, and break it down that way, which it can be used educationally. But at the end of the day, it's like, what value does that bring for me? I'm spending a lot of time on useless paperwork, busy work, not really paperwork. So I don't do a cost basis on a per card basis. It's just, say I did buy a hobby box of Topps Chrome. Don't at $300. Say I did. Say I fell in a pond of stupidity and bought a $300. And I apologize for anybody that spent $300 on a Topps Chrome hobby box. As my friend Brad says, you do you, boo. So if I did buy a $300 hobby box of Topps Chrome, I would just assign the value. It's $300. I spent $300. My expense was $300, and my net sale on this $300 hobby box was $14.75, because that's what it's going to be. So I lost whatever that math comes out to be. Terry says, good morning. Missed the start, busy shipping today's orders. That's good. That's always a good thing. I've got to get back to it. And I will share my eBay numbers have been up, and I think I've seen others make the same similar statements that their eBay sales have been up over the last couple of weeks. Cooter says, at least you have contemporaneous videos on which you documented what you bought as audit evidence. Hey, that's a good point. Yeah, because those are cash. Those are cash deals. But it's like, that's like, how do you even? It's like, I take in all this money. It's like, so here's from the IRS standpoint, it's like, I'm making all this cash income from dealers paying me at the card show, all of this cash coming in. But if I spend, the same amount in cash on, inventory, it's like, it's the same. So, So yeah, it's like, well, how do you explain how the IRS sees this money? Well, this money coming in. Well, this money also came out. So the IRS. Paul, what's up, my man? Do you ever break down 1 to 2 cards from it? Say the lot had a 52 mantle, for example, and 1,000 base cards. No. So if I did something like that, it would still be like, say I spent $10,000 and got lucky, and there was actual Mickey Mantle 52 that sold for, say I spent $10,000 and that card was worth 25,000. And there were 1,000 base cards. My cost is still $10,000. And that encompasses all 1,001 cards or 1,000 including the mantle. So it's all macro. Herman says, looking at the heart of the city cards, prices are ridiculous right now. It's because everybody likes them and wants them. Wait a couple months. There's going to be a lot of new shiny coming out in the next couple months. When I say that, I'm talking Allen and Ginter, Pro Debut, Topps Update, Topps Chrome we're talking about, Heritage Miners, Bowman Chrome, Stadium Club, Bowman Draft, Topps Archives. There's still so many products. Herman only wants to pay $3.13. I don't even know what are some of them selling for. I'm not even sure. I haven't looked. I did have the checklist pulled up because I wanted to see. Excuse me. We were talking about rookie autos. There's 107 rookie autographs in Topps Chrome. So you can pull autographs. Like, I'm a Cubs fan. I bet I can find an Alfonso Rivas. Now, it's only been out for a day. So let's see if there are any sold Topps Chrome 2022 Topps Chrome auto. So the Cubs have Alfonso Rivas rookie autos, Greg Deichmann. Can you imagine if you're not a Cubs fan and you pull Greg Deichmann? I'd be pretty upset. Now I'd be happy, but if I wasn't a Cubs fan, let's see. Okay. So let's go to sold. We're looking up 2022 Topps Chrome autos. 107 rookie autos on the checklist. Let's see. Numbered to 250. So they're still selling for pretty high. So and it's only been a day. So a Roansy Contreras rookie auto sold for $20. That's going to be $1 auto. That is going to be $1 auto in a month. Roansy Contreras. Let's see. Brian. Oh, that's a veteran auto. It's still sold for $15. That's crazy. Let's see. There's Patrick Wisdom autos. Max Muncy. Like this. It's making my stomach hurt looking at these autos. Colton Welker sold for $7. That's a rookie auto, $7, and you paid $300. Connor Siebold, a pitcher for the Red Sox, sold for $15. So the prices are still pretty crazy on those rookie autos. But again, it's only been out for a day. Let's see. There's 100 and so the base Chrome rookie auto checklist 107. The Chrome veteran autograph checklist is 47, and it's got superstars like Ryan Jeffers, Mark Canha, Luke Voigt, Adam Frazier, Chris Taylor, Garrett Crochet. Let's just run through 47. I'm going to read off 47 names. Hopefully it doesn't bore you to tears. It will. Adam Frazier, Alex Kirilloff, Alek Manoah, Brandon Lowe, Brian Reynolds, Brady Singer, Brandon Ruff, Christian Javier, Cedric Mullins, Casey Mize, Chris Taylor, Freddie Peralta. These are Chrome. These are the autos on the veteran checklist in Topps Chrome. Garrett Crochet, Ha-Sung Kim, Jazz Chisholm, Joe Musgrove, Juan Soto, so there's a good one, and Jazz Chisholm would be good. Jared Walsh, Joey Wendell, Jesse Winker, Keston Hiura, Kybert Ruiz, Kyle Seager, Kyle Tucker. Again, these are veteran autographs on the Topps Chrome checklist. Logan Gilbert, Luke Voigt, Michael Brantley, Mark Canha, Mitch Haniger, Max Kepler, Max Muncy, Mike Zunino, Nicky Lopez, Nate Pearson, Patrick Wisdom, Ryan Jeffers, Ryan Mountcastle, Shane Bieber, Teoscar Hernandez, Trey Mancini, Trevor Rogers, Tariq Skubal, Tyler Stevenson, Taijuan Walker, Whit Merrifield, Xander Bogaerts, and Zach Plesac. That's a pretty ugly Chrome Veteran Autograph Checklist 2022 Topps Chrome. Let's see. Let's get down to the parallels, and I want to see who has Heart of the City cards. We're doing the 87 again. Future Starts. Heart of the City. There's 15 cards. Let's see. Bryce Harper, Miguel Cabrera, Joey Votto, Pete Alonso, Freddie Freeman in the Braves uniform for Herman, Juan Soto, Jose Ramirez, Josh Hader, Tim Anderson, Whit Merrifield, Matt Olson, Max Muncy, Aaron Judge, Jose Altuve, Rafael Devers. So no Cub on the Heart of the City checklist. So that is a bummer because I do like that insert set. Okay, so let's get back to Paul's comment. For example, would you consider the Mantle sale as a cost basis of $9,000 or $20? Breaking up European lots and at least trying to break out the good ones cost basis wise. So I'm doing volume, so I'm not really looking at a cost per card sale. So I'm not doing I don't sell really any Mantles. Now, will that happen in the future? Possibly. But faces standpoint, I'm not looking at it. So if it's a $10,000 purchase, say if it's a collection that I buy that has the Mantle and the Mantle sold for $25,000, the overall cost is $10,000, and that sale of $25,000 goes into my pool of income. So I'm not breaking it down. I'm not breaking down. I have this into it. It's here's what I spent on a monthly basis in collections. Say I spend $10,000 in the month of January, and I made $24,000 in the month of January, and then obviously taking out other expenses to get your net. So I'm not doing it because most of what I sell is a 2022 Bowman U Kenneth Walker. And so I'm not going to break down a cost basis on, okay, that came in the blaster box that I paid $20 for as opposed to the hobby box. So it's just too much busy work, and there's no value in doing that when I can just do it from a macro level. And that's just purely based on volume. Now, if I was selling high end, if I was only dealing in Mantle and vintage and high end cards, I would probably approach things differently. But since I'm a volume seller, I just do it from a macro level. Dan says, what would be the reason to have an ultra-modern autographed card that was graded to only be graded authentic with no numerical grade? How bad would the numerical grade need to be to not have a number? That's a good question, and I don't know the answer. Let's see. Zach and Porter says an IRS auditor will use hobby evolution against you. Right? Let's see. Tracking your spend. Let's see. Tracy says, I want the Nicky Lopez auto. Have to add him to my Royals PC. There was something else I wanted to touch on, and this would be a perfect time to do it. Now I can't remember. Oh, eBay sales. So my eBay sales are doing pretty well, and I have heard many people offer the same, that their eBay sales are up, and my impressions are down, which I'm kind of getting annoyed by, because my impressions are down, yet every sale tends to be a promoted listing. It's like, how come my impressions and my views are way down, yet all of my sales, which are up, by the way, come through this promoted listings? And I've said it again. I think there's my friend AIH Sports on YouTube. I think he uses the term hanky-panky. I think there's a little hanky-panky going on with these damn promoted listings on eBay. So my sales are up over 10% last 30 days. My impressions are down 22% over the last 30 days. And yet most of those sales that are up are through those promoted listings. Hanky-panky. My page views, though, however, are up 3.2%. So that's good. So it's kind of like, this isn't a normal sales funnel. When your overall impressions are down 22% and your page views are up 3.2%, and this is like so my funnel, where's a piece of paper? Let's do some drawing and show you how not artistic I am. So your typical sales funnel looks like this. So this is what a typical sales funnel should look like. So up here, you have, this would be your impressions. This would be your views, and this is your sales. So this is what a sales funnel. Look how production heavy this show is. This is the type of production quality you get on Hobby Evolution. This is a normal sales funnel. Up top, you have your impressions. This is like eyeballs that see your listings on eBay, which then lead into a smaller little segment, which is your page views. Those are people that are clicking on. They see, they are impressed. They are impressed by your title because you didn't put non-auto. You didn't put eBay 1 of 1. You put a legitimate title on your listing, and they say, I'm impressed by your listing title. I'm going to click on it. And then they now become a viewer. And then the viewer, if they're impressed by everything they see and they want the card, it's a good price, and you're a legitimate seller like 1 million Cubs, they now purchase and they become a customer, and that's where your sales dollar is. But my funnel right now is the opposite. My funnel looks like this. Up here, we have the impressions. They're down 22%. I think I wrote 21. My views, they're up. Where's my green marker? Up 3%. And then my sales, they're up 11%. So my funnel's like the opposite. My funnel's the opposite. So my impressions up top down 22%. And my page views are up 3%. And my sales are up even more, 11%. So there you go. I'm happy though, because the most important part is the one that's in the green and the highest number in the green. That is the sales dollars, which is up 10.1%. And I've had kind of my benchmark for daily sales has been met. Let's see, 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row, 4 out of 5, 5 out of 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8 of 9, 9 of 10, 10 of 11, 11 of 12, 11 of 13, 12 of 14, 12 out of the last 15 days, I have surpassed my current kind of benchmark that I set where I want this sales dollar amount to be at or above this number. Okay, so let's see. In the house, what's up? He says, good morning. Leaf announced they're doing a social media influencer card set as well as another hobby influence set. That's pretty cool, and I'm surprised that hasn't been done in the... Well, I guess we've seen Allen and Ginter do... they've picked... and they do more of it mainstream, but that's interesting. Terry says, my sales are up 30% over the last 30 days. That is awesome. Paul says, we need a Bo rookie jersey auto. I have a rookie card. I don't think I have it in my collection. It's probably at my mom's house, but I have my Anawan Little League rookie card, where on the back it says my favorite team is surprise, the Chicago Cubs. My favorite player is 1989 Rookie of the Year, Jerome Walton. Let's see. Zach says hoodie auto, a hoodie relic. There you go. Terry's conversion is up 0.6% to 6.7%. My conversion rate is 7.4%, which is status quo. My daily sell-through rate is around 0.39%, which is finally not going down, but it's not going down because I've stopped. I haven't added much inventory in the last few days. So what is my current daily sell-through rate is, let's do the math here. So by the way, the math is your, this is how to calculate daily sell-through rate. It's not, eBay doesn't do the calculation for you. You have to do it manually. I run it on a daily basis just so I can get a good tracking of where things are and how they look over the course of the year. So you take your daily or your overall sales quantity And I just use the eBay app. Open the eBay app. It has your 90-day numbers. Although my sales dollar number is off, it's showing the 60-day instead of the 90-day. But anyway, that doesn't matter when it comes to your sell-through rate. You take your volume in the last 90 days, divide that by 90. That gets your daily average sell-through sales, your daily average sales, and then you take that number divided by your current active listings, which I'm at 20,931, which comes out to be 0.396%, which is slowly rising from the last few days just because I haven't been adding 1,000. Now, this is also why I do this on a daily basis, because it can change. And usually I do the number right before I add 1,000 cards or 500 cards, because it any sale you make, it's gonna affect those numbers ever so lightly. So I take that snapshot every day. So that's the daily sell-through rate. Mine's at 0.396%. Just by comparison standpoint, at the height, the boom of the hobby last February, March, my sell-through rate was around 2.3%. So that just shows you the dip in the market. Dip is the new buzzword in the hobby. Did you dip, Daniel? Why you a dip? Let's see. Herman says, take a look at the pinstriped club plaques inserted. They're pretty nice. John says we need an overhead projector for this. Let's see. Where are we at? What would make you stop using the promoted listings function? I'm like thinking about stopping it right now, because my eyebrows are raised. I'm questioning the promoted listings function on eBay. Tracy wants a Scantron sheet for the quiz that is coming. John's funnel is an innie. I'm a grower, not a shower. Terry says my impressions are up 13%, views up 14%. So yours is, although yours is similar, like percentage wise is similar to mine. But you're all in the green, which is good. Donovan, what's up? What percentage of your sales come from discount offerings versus single sales? That's a great question. Let's see. Let's go into my store and let's do marketing promotions. And let's see. Unfortunately, it's not as much as I would like. Let's see. Volume pricing. It doesn't show a percentage of sales. I'll just go by sales lift. I don't know if this gives you any inclination, but I have two volume discounts in effect. One is 20% off 3 or more items, and another is 25% off 7 or more items. My sales lift on 7+ is 18%. My 20% off 3 or more is a sales lift of 80%. So those are just the numbers reading off the screen. Let's see. John says my Fugazi mic is cutting out. Damn it. The Propophone. It's actually a micro. It's supposed to be a working microphone today. It's actually plugged in and linked into YouTube, but apparently cutting out. Bo and John K need a Leaf card. Let's see. Paul says, damn, I got to get that card and try for a TTM auto. Cooter says a higher view rate may be indicative that your price point is attractive relative to your competition, as a higher percentage of surfers actually view your listing. That's a great point. John says Brian Gray couldn't afford me, Herman, only because I'm not a fan of Brian Gray at all. I love Brian Gray. I'm a big Brian Gray fan. Let's see. I really enjoy what he puts out, and he's just kind of no bones about it. Dan says, will you be listening to the eBay Open event coming up? I did see, I think I got an email or something about that. I probably will check in. It's not something I'll probably sit down and listen to it in its entirety. But I'll look into it. I'll probably check in and listen. Do I have to, or I guess, do you have to sign up for it to listen? Let's see. Herman says he can buy your love, John. If all impressions turn to a view, you are listing too cheap. That's a great point. Paul says theory, views, and watchers may be down because saved searches are screwed up lately. Regular searches give you way more results than wanted to. Morning, Diego. What is up? Cooter says Brian Gray is the Lou Albano of the hobby. I don't know how to take that. Because I'm indifferent to Lou Albano. Was Lou Albano like a love him or hate him type of character? I don't know. So, hey, don't forget Hobby Hotline coming up later today. I'm not sure who's on. I can probably look real quick. Let's see. Hobby Hotline today is if anybody's in the chat and they're on today, let me know. I don't know. I've got to scroll and let's see. I wonder if I can click on. Anyway, Hobby Hotline's coming up at 10 a.m. Central today, so tune into that here on YouTube. I'll be back on tomorrow morning, probably similar time, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., somewhere in there. Brad and Jeff are on this morning. Thank you, Herman. Hobby Hotline, 10 a.m. Central today. I will be on tomorrow morning at some point, and then all next week. And then Herman had to dip for a family event. You dip, Herman, you dip. And then don't forget, next Saturday's the Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive, 125 tables, sold out show, free admission. Show runs from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. next Saturday, Madison Card Show, Sheraton Hotel, John Nolan Drive. Thank you for watching and listening and hearing me rant about grocery stores and Topps Chrome. Have a great Saturday, rooting on your college football teams. I'm going to rip some Bowman U football today, probably during the Badger game this afternoon against New Mexico State. I probably won't go live. I kind of just like ripping on my own time. And I think I've ripped enough Bowman U on Hobby Evolution that you're all tired of seeing it. So, but I will tweet any hits. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Thanks for a great chat once again. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and we will catch you tomorrow.